Hello twin flames, welcome to my channel. Whether you're new or you're coming back, this is Victoria and I'm here with your daily energy check-in. So today we're going to do a classic read. We'll take a look at what's going on with the energies of divine feminines, divine masculines, and the connection at this time. I will also pull some messages between the twins, and of course, as always, I'm starting with an oracle deck, a bit of an overall guidance focus theme that is relevant. And today I'm going to be using the Sacred Travelers deck for that. Thank you for joining me, guys. I am coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada. I was camping in between California and Nevada, in the northern part of it for a couple of days. I was doing my crystal mining, found some beautiful crystals, and yeah, it's been really refreshing, not to mention that I was doing that with other twin flames, other divine feminines, so that was a very, very special time for me. And now I'm back to civilization from dusty and cold climate that we had over there, back to well, actually the climate is pretty similar, but I don't have to live outside. That's the big difference. Now I'm in Vegas, baby. I am gonna go to Grand Canyon while I'm here. I did go to a concert while I'm here, and of course I'll be doing some work. I'll be taking some time off just for leisure, and as I was doing today, actually, for the most part. And then hopefully I'll try my hand at gambling. I've never really done that before, not in Vegas anyway. Not on that level, you know, but I really want to try this time, so we'll see what happens. Okay, let's get started. I missed you guys. I hope you enjoyed the readings that I pre-recorded for you that were coming out for the last few days. I recorded them all in Big Bear, California, a couple of locations. I actually got stuck in Big Bear for an extra day. That was hilarious. Yeah, I'm definitely prioritizing getting my driver's license this summer, if possible this summer, or at least in the fall, because it was intense. Yeah, basically, they don't have taxi service as such, at least not now, because it's considered off-season. It's a skiing location. And from public transportation, there is one bus that goes 3 times a week. And it's only like a couple of times a day. I mean it. I'm actually serious with you. So you can only get out of the town on Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. And unfortunately, I was trying to do that on Thursday, which didn't really work for me. So I had to stay an extra day and be super agile and generous trying to get to the airport on Friday morning. Man, that was some adventure. Yeah, let's see what we have for divine feminines right now. What do we have for divine feminines watching? I'll try to record from different locations. I actually have a really nice portrait of Alice in my room, but it is kind of high, so I figured I probably won't be able to get it into the frame anyway. So I decided to give you a landscape of Vegas instead. I'm on the 16th floor, so it's pretty a good view. It's not exactly looking onto the strip, it's the opposite way, to like the outskirts of Vegas, but I like it that way. It's pretty quiet here. We have a golf course across the street, and then it's just some residential buildings, so pretty cool. Okay, so for divine feminines, we have unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be. Even though it seems strange, it sounds strange, it smells strange maybe, but it's something that you've been manifesting. Actually, that's what I'm hearing. That's an interesting take on it. That's exactly what you've been manifesting into your life. So even if it doesn't look exactly like you expected, or it just looks weird because you didn't really expect much of the detail, like you didn't have detailed expectation, but you also don't know what to do with this now in front of you. So just give it time, just sleep on it, just, you know, let it sink in, and you'll know. It will reveal it to you. For masculines, we've got 2 cards. Surrendering to the journey. This is the picture from the cover, actually. Release control. So also surrender. I'm just mentioning that for the feminines. And valiant courage. Take action with passion. Wow. It's very interesting because these are the yin-yang kind of energy together right? So we have surrender, which is the yin energy, the feminine energy of more of observation, right? And then we have the yang energy, which is the action, right? Going for it, showing courage. So it's important to know when to utilize whatever power you have at hand. And what I'm also getting is for masculines, a lot of times maybe more, you may be more intuitively drawn to take action, right? Even if that action is running away, that's also an action, by the way, right? Avoiding the situation completely, or ending an uncomfortable relationship, or I don't know, making a financial choice, a certain choice, right? So it's important when to be able to discern when to act and when you actually need more information and you'd rather observe. So it's gonna be, you'll be seeing, you'll be getting in the experiences where you will be able to see how to tell, right? Like, what are the signs, what are the circumstances where it should be like a red flag or a green flag if we use it as an opposition, for example, right? Like something that will surely tell you, okay, this is something good coming into your life, go for it, take action. Or this is something good coming to your life, but it's just something very new, so it's important to observe first so that you know how to act on it, right? Or the opposite, the red flags of when it's important to be careful. Okay, so I'll start with the energies of the feminine and masculine. I'm using the Dream by Tarot for that. Trying still to be kind of versatile with my cards. I'll finally get them on Friday, the rest of all of my decks. So hopefully over the weekend I'll be recording with a larger number of decks. I'll dig them out. And I'll definitely be using different ones for a while, because this we've seen a lot of this in the last 4 months. Oh, and yeah, and by the way, I haven't started recording forecast for June, but I will do that over the next 3 days or so. So expect some of those postings on my other channel, which is Mindful Bamboo. And by the way, we do have a full moon in Sagittarius coming out. Wow, 12 cups, please clarify. Coming up on Saturday, June 3rd. So I'll be doing a dedicated reading for that as well. Most likely it's gonna come out on Friday, could be Thursday, we'll see. There's a slight chance it will come out on Saturday, but it's like later in the day on Saturday. So the full moon, I mean. So still have that window of opportunity if I need it. I don't know yet. It's a little hard to be planning those days of travel, plus moving into a new place, and that's gonna be happening for me on Friday, so I'll do my best. 2 of Cups and 10 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so I get that the feminine is very much connected to the DM on a soul level, or soulmate, right? For some it will not be DM, for some it will be a high-level soulmate, but the main idea is that there is a lot of communication on the soul level, telepathic level, right? And you feel connected as never before, maybe, right? Like you kind of understand what's going on with them without really talking to them, and that's satisfying because it confirms this deep connection. Sometimes it throws you off if your DM is, you know, off balance, but you can self-regulate and you can actually help them get back on track, right? And so with 10 of Cups in reverse here, I'm getting that this connection is not as much outspoken. It's not as much a public thing, and I don't just mean public for a lot of people, I even mean public even between you guys and like closest friends and family. Sorry, closest friends and family, and for some of you, not even between the two of you. So maybe you haven't acknowledged that yet out loud for each other, but you know for sure that both of you feel this huge pull, this deep connection between you two. And what I'm also getting is that it's helping you actually, this kind of communication. To me, these are the water in the cups, but to me they look like speech bubbles, you know, like in comic books where they have speech bubbles and then words, and you don't really need words, but you're actually getting to know each other better this way, which is pretty amazing. And we actually had 10 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, so again, this is like the hidden energy, right? The more subtle energy, where it's more like, yeah, you know, it's there, happiness is there, big love is there, it's just not expressed at this time, but it is an inspiration to the both of you actually. Let's see what's going on with the masculines. What's going on with their energy? What are we supposed to know? Okay, we got 10 of Wands, I guess that's it. 10 of Wands and Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands in reverse. Bottom of the deck, the Chariot. Yeah, so Divine Masculine is actually being pushed towards making a change. And we just saw it was that take action with passion, right? But what they don't want is to rush into something that they will regret, which they've done a lot of times before. And it only caused more burden and different kinds of consequences that they had to deal with afterwards. So what they're trying to see now is how do they actually get rid of the burdens with their action and not create new storylines, which could be fun, but at times they're exhausting, and you have to deal with the fallout afterwards. As much as it could be fun to begin with, or, you know, the curiosity will take over to experiment, to see what it's like, relationship with somebody you've never been in a relationship with, or taking a project that you've never done, or dealing with just generally with some exotic person, right? Like this time it's like I'm getting tired of then having to deal with the result of it. First of all, because those people are not that responsible, and secondly, because it turns out those are not my people really, or not my projects. But I decided to go with it just because of my bravado of this masculine, like kind of like wanting to do it all, or kind of like I can do whatever with whoever, right? Now there's more discernment in need, and that's where this card about surrendering to the journey comes in. Release control, right? Surrender, notice what's happening and what feels right, what feels good. Act based on that, not based on what your brain is telling you is gonna be interesting or look good, or let's just be a daredevil and go for it just because we kind of know it's dangerous or it's iffy or it may not end well, but we'll go for it anyway, right? Just listen to that as well, to see when that comes in, so that you don't have to be the victim or the slave to that part of the conversation. Okay, let's see what's going on with the connection. I'm using the Light Series Tarot for that. What's happening with the connection in this time? Ooh. Okay, I got a few cards here. I'm gonna take them all. I got 5 of Swords to begin with. So the twins are tackling a dilemma around this connection and what the future holds. That's what I'm hearing. Like there's no clarity at the moment. Both twins are trying to ask the divine to look for signs, but it's this time, this quiet time on purpose, where there are no clear signs, there are no clear, and I'm getting, when they're saying signs, I immediately get this image of like road signs, you know, with like clear direction, like this way or that way or that way. And there are no signs right now. You're supposed to take, and there are lots of crossroads. You're supposed to make those decisions on your own. And here we have 4 of Wands, 5 of Wands, and 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, so as much as the twins want union and things to be happy, to just kind of start planning the future, to get to the good part of it. I'm even hearing somebody saying like, when does the good part begins? But there are a lot of circumstances that prevent that from happening. They're not connected with the twins like between each other, but they are happening in each of the twins' life individually, right? It could be, for some, it could be financial issues or legal issues, or just having to spend time and energy on other people. And it's not that it's necessarily bad, but because it takes a lot of energy, there isn't much left for the connection. This connection takes a lot. And remember, while we are purging a lot of the painful or negative stuff, right? As long as we are learning or we are upgrading our paradigms of love, of partnership, romantic relationship, it all takes a whole lot of energy from us, and nerves as well, like on the visceral level, right? Like the body is going through a lot, your nervous system is going through a lot, and actually your soul is going through a lot. So you cannot actually do a lot of that plus take care of a lot of karmic things. So it's kind of like a little bit here and there, but it's not letting, right now, it's not letting the twins focus solely on the connection. There are other things that just kind of rush into your face, and you understand you need to deal with those. Okay, but the union is in sight, right? We get this in the connection space, which means in both twins have their minds set on this. They want this, right? And they're ready to, I'm hearing to fight for it, but fight in a good sense, in a positive connotation, like almost like fight my own demons if necessary, right? Even if I'm so attached to them that I'm not sure if it's worth doing all that work and going through all that trouble. But at this point, both are saying, yes, it's worth it. We are in for it. Okay, let's get the messages from DMs to DFs first of all. Too many cards. Need to get used to shuffling this deck after a few days of break. I actually did a couple of readings for other divine feminines, but I didn't use this deck, and it's pretty big. I never imagined so much perfection. I'm absolutely in love with you. Come on, I cannot make this up. And come in trust. Yes, so like I said, there is a clear goal towards this. It's just gonna take a minute, but Coming Trust is actually the Magician card, and it means that manifestation is happening as we speak. And another opportunity to kind of clear out the karmic obstacles and blockers is gonna be this Saturday during the full moon time. So, and it's a full moon in Sagittarius, which asks us, because Sagittarius is such an enthusiastic and ambitious energy, a little bit naive even to a certain extent, but it's asking us to dream big, to go big, like to go for your dreams. And it will be a great opportunity to actually release anything that prevents you from going for your dreams. And because it's a fire sign, you can do some fun stuff with fire too, just a hint to somebody. Okay, messages from feminines to masculines. Okay, we have wait, light, and I need more time. Wait for the light from me, honey. I'm getting that message. So feminines are basically saying to divine masculines that yes, I need more time, but I want you to wait. I want you to wait for a sign that I'm ready, that we are both there, that we can openly go for it without fearing that it's gonna burn out quickly, or some other karmic energies will be in the way, right? Like I can see real progress. I'm also getting that some feminines already have some sort of a timeline set, and it's not necessarily like days or weeks, but at least it's like by end of the year, or like beginning of next, like maybe first quarter of next year, right? Like there are already certain timelines where the feminines can see that they're gonna be like the karmic stuff that is burdening down right now or taking a lot of energy is gonna be taken care of, and there will be a path cleared for new way, for how do I say this? A path cleared to follow your dream fully, which will actually include going towards your divine counterpart or high-level soulmate, whoever you have on your mind right now. Like, that person is obviously right now your DM or DF. Because as soon as we start following that guideline, being in perfect alignment with the universe, without those noises, without those distractions from karmic situations, the more we clear that space and we're able to go deeper or higher, however you want to take it, the closer we get to that love, to that level, because we go up in our vibration and our frequency, right? And low vibe stuff just doesn't stick to us anymore, whether it's people or circumstances or events. It doesn't mean it's not gonna happen at all. I must stay corrected. But it means that those things that are a problem right now, that are giving a headache, are not gonna be a thing anymore. Even if you don't spend a lot of time on them, it's fine. It's fine. Focus on going for your dreams, setting those intentions, clearing anything that's in the way right now, like immediately right now. Don't try to think about, okay, what's gonna be bothering me like 3 months from now, right? Oh, I know that person is gonna be back in my life at the beginning of next year, and I need to think about some plan of like for that not to become a problem. Don't think about that. Think about focus on what comes to your energy right at this moment. Do not try to live in the future. Live in the present moment. That's the most relevant information that the spirit is showing you. That's what you need to focus on. Okay, I hope this has been good for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. Love you all. Sending you hugs and kisses from Las Vegas, and exactly from the hotel where Elvis had his residency for 8 years. I love you, and I'll be back with more readings very, very soon. Bye, everyone.